modules. So what we'll do is that, so first we'll do the configurations, the basic setups in the system. Okay. So after this, we'll start with the transactions and the flow of entries as well. Okay.
Yeah,
So
sure.
in terms of receivables, the first configuration is system options, because unless we do this option, so we will not be able to proceed with the other configurations. Okay. So the first thing is receivable system options. Okay. So that is here receivables, and if I click this option, manage receivable system options. Okay. So let me try to do for the US entity. I'm not sure if this is already there. Let me check. Okay, so I've just taken this business unit for our demonstration. Okay, so there are two things. So one is billing and revenue, which means that for the invoicing part and the cash processing is nothing but the receipts. Okay, so to start with, so we have these options. So this will basically link with the CRM module. So if we have implemented CRM or the sales module, if we are going with, so the basically the CX and the other parts. So where we have the salesperson and all those information populated. So in case if I want to track there, so these are the controls that I have in terms of calculating the outstanding and allocating the sales credit, and then the salesperson if I wanted to be mandatory. So all those options I can make it here. Okay, and I can set the default country. So if we are not using the CRM part, so probably we can skip this. So this would be default as it is, that is 0. Okay, and then we have the application rule set. So how do we want to basically apply when we are applying this invoice to the receipt? So how do we want to apply? So is it the prorate, or is it the line first and the tax after, or line and the tax prorate? Which means, let's say the invoice amount is 10,000, and inside this I also have 2,000 of tax. So whether I wanted to apply this tax completely, that is of 8,000, and I wanted to apply this tax amount, that is 2,000, at later point in time, or whether I wanted to prorate equally. I mean, if I want to distribute it.
Yeah.
So
So
let's
this
see.
will be similar like R12, right?
Yeah, correct, correct. Same.
Okay. Okay. This split amount is for?
Split amount. Yeah, split amount is for this one, CRM. So we have this amount wherein we can get it partially. So this is used there in the sales module.
Mm-hmm. It's nothing to do with the receipts
Receive. Yeah,
or the
yeah,
invoice. Okay.
not with yeah. So then we have the discount basis. So probably discount basis if I want to have it for the entire amount, or by line if I want to have, or line right. So these are the other options that I have, including the taxation. If I want to apply the discount, so I can apply. So in this case, I'm saying discount basis at invoice amount. Okay. Yeah.
So,
And
Arun, here what
yeah,
is a credit card receipt method?
credit card receipt method is
Sorry,
nothing
bank
but
receipt method.
if yeah, yeah. So if I'm importing this transactions from what do you call the file? Okay, so I will have my credit card transactions. Okay, so let's say I have this logbox file, so which will have the normal bank account and as well as the credit card entries. So now in this case, so
So I
see the
will have
way.
to. So it will be the receipt method. I separately define it, And then what to default, I assign it here, right? At the billing
Yeah,
level.
correct. Yeah,
Okay, okay,
correct.
got it. Mm.
Yeah, because the way that system understands is that one is that at the customer level, and the second thing is at the system options level. So here it's the optional one because primarily when we are loading the transactions in the system will look for the customer data first. If not, probably system is going to check here, but it's mostly at the customer level. So that's the reason this is optional. But if we want to attach it at the system, then
Okay, the customer level, the receipt method is like at the our organization, right? So
correct.
we will have to mention it in at the customer level. Is that's a mandate there?
No, it's not mandate. So
Mandate, right?
even there, it's yeah, it's not mandate there as well. It's the optional because it's
Okay.
not that all the customers will use those options, right? So that is
Mm.
optional still. So, but if we
Okay.
want to have it, probably we can use that
Okay.
option
Okay.
to
So the
default.
verification tool is like once I will select the customer at the receipt level, it gets defaulted from the customer. If not, it looks at the
Yeah,
receivable the system options. Okay, got it. Okay.
correct, correct.
Accounting tax account unallocated cross currency. It's all is a similar things that we used to have it like in our tool, right?
Yeah, yeah. So almost all the things that we are seeing here, it would be similar to EBS.
Okay.
So the
Then if
transaction level
down,
delivery and
okay.
the transaction, yeah,
Allow transaction deletion. After that, that's
yeah,
okay. Grouping rule, auto invoicing. Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
this should
So
be
almost,
okay. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, there is something called statement delivery using email. That seems to be, if you go little late
then
charges and all
delivery,
is okay.
which option? Okay,
You're
this
saying,
one. Yeah,
yeah,
this is customer statements. If we want to send using the email options, if I want to send a customer the copy of the statement,
mm-hmm,
so this I
mm-hmm.
can configure here, saying that from this
Oh,
email ID
okay, got
with
it.
this subject. Yeah,
Okay, got it, got it. But so
yeah,
so the email body, the subject and all, it's only picks
yeah,
from here, or I can even depending upon if I have a different invoices, right?
yeah.
For example, a product level invoices, then if I have to change the subject, from where it will taken if it is not defined
Yeah,
here.
so if it is different from each case, as case to case, if that will vary. So in that
Mm-mm.
case, I'll have to go to BI publisher and there I'll have to change the template. So we have this template for each of the item. So probably there I'll have to create multiple templates for each of the notifications.
Okay, okay, got it.
Okay.
If
Yeah,
you scroll a little more upright,
yeah,
just a statement delivery using email. Before that, what it is? Okay, transaction delivery using email. So it is for each transaction, means each
yeah, correct.
invoices.
Yeah,
Okay,
correct.
got it.
Each invoice.
Okay. Tax invoice, printing option document. Okay. Okay, got it. Okay, I think it should be okay.
Yeah,
So there is something called cash processing, right? There's one more tab.
yeah,
What's
correct.
that?
So cash processing is generally for the receipt transactions. So this is for the invoice. So similarly, we
Mhm.
have that for this one also. So I'll just select some.
If there's something read only, you can query something which is already there. Why
Okay.
not?
Yeah, so these are for the receipt controls that we have. So one is
Arun,
the
there's something called a
yeah,
context value and regional information, right? Is this a
correct.
DFF value they have enabled or it is generally?
Yeah, yeah, DFF only, but we haven't enabled it, so we'll not
Uh-huh,
have
uh-huh.
this one. But if we want, so we can enable the DFF here. So both the
Oh,
context
okay.
and the regional
Oh,
information.
okay, okay, okay. And over here, right, what is enable channel revenue management integration?
Channel revenue management. Yeah, so this is basically, so we have this revenue management RMCS. Okay, so revenue management cloud services. So this is separate module. So now if I want to get data from that particular application, so probably I can enable this option. I mean, after enabling this, so we'll have to import those transactions and then account it. Okay, so that's the
What is
process. But
revenue
if at all
management
I want,
module?
yeah, so revenue management meaning, so this will work in a way that based on the event that I want to capture. So that is advanced and arrears. So these are the common options that we have in receivables module. But apart from that, so based on the event, if I want to generate this revenue, so we have this module. Okay, so basically it's like the project module. So wherein we
Uh,
generate the revenue there and then we are just importing it. So similarly, we have this revenue management module. So where we create the transaction and we are importing into receivable module.
so which business uses that? When we have a
Uh,
project, right? Project module
yeah,
also, it's for usually like a real estate construction business, they all go in
correct,
for a project module. Revenue management is
correct.
used by which industry?
Yeah, revenue management also, I would say mostly the construction related business, I would say, because it's more of an event based transaction that is created there. Okay, so even in projects, if you see, so we have two things, right? So one is event based, and the other one is the rate based, or the fixed rate based. So here in the revenue management, again, this is based on the events that we are generating the revenue. So that is, it could be the milestone, or it could be a scenario where if I have the fixed bit, let's say in case of US business scenario, if I want to generate this revenue based on the fixed amount that I have and the total days, total, sorry, total working days and how much this particular resource has worked. So if I want to calculate and derive this revenue for this particular period, so I can use this revenue management.
So what differentiate, right? It's the same thing, the same feature I get it from project module, right? So
Yeah,
so what is the difference from the revenue management and the project management? Because we anyway, from project management there is no special setup that we do, right? From project the invoice has been integrated already, it is all like once there is an ESS job that's been
yeah,
defined, so then once you submit it, the invoices are interfaced to receivables. So why
yeah.
is that something here says enable revenue management integration, why it is not seamlessly interfaced, and what is the difference? Because looks like it is all the same features, right? This revenue management is providing just like a project suite.
Yeah, so this is almost same thing. I mean, the reason why we must enable this is that this is different module or this is different package. So that's first thing.
Uh-huh.
And secondly, if I'm looking at the project module, so I will not be able to derive this rules completely, meaning if I wanted to have, if I want to fix this is the amount for this particular month, or let's say if I want to generate this revenue on daily basis or by days. So I don't think project module has much of flexibility. For that reason, Oracle has come up with this revenue management as a separate module, the channel revenue management cloud services. is what I feel. I mean, I also haven't completely explored that, but as far as I know, it's basically the event-based trigger that will happen there. So, which means that it gives more flexibility. So, in terms of calculating the days with let's say on daily basis, if I want to calculate, so that I can do it. And if I want to fix this amount, and then if I want to input the days for this particular amount, and if I want to calculate this resource workable and how much this resource has worked, so all those things I can track it here in the channel revenue management, I think. So I believe that will
Yeah,
be
I think whatever you say, it is possible in projects also. We can actually
mm,
break down
mm,
into, like as you said, like a milestone. We can have it,
okay,
or with an event we can have it, or once we reach it, like a fixed period. Also, we can generate an invoices. All that is the project billing. It is allowed, but I don't know what is difference in cloud. But
okay,
in Artwell, it is very much possible. That is where I was
okay.
thinking. Okay, that's okay. We'll explore it later.
Maybe let me check if there is other this thing also, and
Ah,
maybe in the next class I'll just
yeah, yeah, sure.
update
Even
about
if I get time, right, I will try to see
that.
if I get something on it.
Yeah. Okay, so I also haven't worked on channel revenue management. I just know at the high level. Maybe I'll check on
Okay.
this one.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay.
Okay.
So application exception rule. We did not see all this, right? In the previous system option, application exception
Yeah,
rule
yeah,
set,
same.
exception rule set, right of
Yeah, yeah,
activity, exception rule
yeah.
refund
Accounts and
payment.
offers, same.
It's the same. Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's the same
didn't
thing.
know. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the same.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. And then lastly, the automatic receipts and
What
the
is this
bills.
exception rule set? We generally have application rule set. What is exception rule set?
So exceptional rule set is basically if I want to probably set an exception based on the uh, condition. If I want to set this, so for example, the payment. So the amount is 10,000. So instead, I'm receiving 12,000. So how do I want to handle? So it could be the application exception rule set, or it could be the right of activity, or it could be the refund. So for each of that, so whether I wanted to uh, have this created as it is in the system in terms of creating the receipt, or I wanted to probably show this as warning or something. So probably I'll just open
So
this.
even when we generally when we say the application rule set, right? I mean, we
Yeah,
will say for that business unit whether over application is apply. How are we going to do it? If it's a negative amount, can I do it?
yeah,
All that we give it as a checkbox in R12, right? So here,
yeah.
when I say it's an exception rule set, what do we actually define? Can we go to that
Mm,
setup?
yeah, yeah. One minute.
Mm. Usually in R12, it is all called receivable activity, right? So
Correct.
here they are saying it is a receipt application exception rule. Okay.
So, So here I can just give the condition saying overpayment less than this amount,
Oh, I
and
think
if it is
the screen is stuck. I'm still in the search
oh,
window for me.
okay, uh, should I reshare?
Oh, I lost the connection. I okay. I could see your search
Uh,
window, but not able to
I
see
mean,
the
I
font.
can maybe
Oh,
I'll just do stop
okay.
sharing and
Yeah, unshare it and share it again.
can you see now?
No, is it from my end? Yeah, I could see now. Yes.
Yeah. So this is that setup. So one thing is
Mhm.
that this condition that we can put it here, and the amount or the percentage. So for example, if I'm saying overpayment greater than or equal to, so if I give some amount here, and what is that I wanted to do here? So whether I wanted to keep that as unapplied or I wanted to park that on account or refund it, something like this.
What is a set called in the header level? There's something called set, right? What is that?
Yeah, this is reference data set. It's nothing but initially when we are
Oh,
creating this business unit. Yeah, that's the
okay,
unit.
got it, got it, got it. Okay.
So the set basically we will use in all the configurations and payables and receivables,
Mm,
even at the
yeah.
fixed asset model. You see this.
So it is all one time, right? If I say
Yeah,
it is
yeah,
so at
yeah,
the reference
correct,
data level, yeah, at the reference data level, I can say whether it is common or whether it is related to a business, just a
correct.
specific business unit. Okay, got it.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, overpayment. Okay, but
Yeah,
what
I
will be
mean
the action
this.
here?
Yeah,
User
action I
review
can say
requires
on
approval.
account.
Oh,
Yeah,
on account. Okay, because the
yeah.
screen is very slow, so I'm not able to see the list of values on the drop down.
Okay.
Overpayment greater than. Okay. So what is there in the action item LOV? You can just say
So
it's the system seems to be very slow for me.
yeah, on account, we have the receipt write-off, we have
Ah,
refund, adjustment, unapplied,
mm-hmm.
and the claims as well. So these are the action items that we have here.
Okay.
So
So
if
user
this
review
amount is,
required checkboxes approval, right?
yeah, correct.
Whether it has to go in for approval. Okay. So
Yeah,
even
correct.
this approval, I will take care of it in BPM.
Yeah, BPM.
Okay. So here I create all my over application receivable, write off activity,
Correct,
receipt of. Okay, got it.
correct, correct.
So it is called receipt application exception.
Okay.
Mm. Yeah, we can go
So,
back to system
okay,
options because I just wanted to see how it looks like.
okay, okay. Yeah. So basically, whatever we are creating there, so that we are going to attach it here. But that is one screen wherein we can use it for the refund receipt and the overpayment, all those things. So that has been attached here actually.
It is
And
all available in the action drop
yeah,
down, right?
correct.
All that.
Yeah,
Okay.
correct, correct, correct.
Oh, we are there in cash processing. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, and then finally this automatic receipts and the bills receivable. So probably if we have the post dated
Can you
check or
just scroll
something.
it little more up? I'm not able to see the first two, three fields and all. Can you just
Okay,
scroll it little more up?
yeah. Can you see now?
Okay, yeah. So it starts with auto cash rule set. Okay. Max receipts pay
Yeah,
transaction number. Got it, got it. Okay.
yeah,
Daily scope, pre-order, visit required, location is done. So even here there's something called revenue management integration. Okay.
yeah. Same thing.
Okay. But all this is cross currency type. Okay. You can scroll it down now.
Yeah,
So Arun, when there is something called refund payment method, right?
yeah, correct.
So how that is being handled? There is integration to payments.
Yeah, so this payment method is given at the time of initiating the refund and the receivable module. So whatever the
Mm.
method that we are giving here, if it is
Mm.
electronic or if it is NACHA or this is check. So whatever the method that we are giving here, so that will
Mm.
be copied to the payable transaction.
So I can select the transaction while I'm making the payment.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, okay. So there is still there's we used to have something called netting options, right? It is still available in Artwell or it
Yeah,
is handled, I
yeah,
mean in
yeah.
cloud or it's in a different way. Same thing.
No, same option. It's the
Oh,
option.
same.
So
Okay. Okay.
we'll have the agreement, we'll have the transaction
Um,
in receivable and payable, and
mm,
this is going to settle the transaction. It's the same
okay, got
option
it.
that we have here as
Okay, same process. That's right.
well.
Okay.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Next is receipt by invoice per hour. Okay, all that is we have it in Artwell. You can just come down. Because for refund in Artwell, we didn't have any automatic thing, right? We'll have to do it manually.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, okay.
So, yeah. So here it is based on this inputs that we are giving here. So system will create it automatically there in the payable
Mm,
module.
mm, mm. Okay. So in payable module, will there be an invoice or I just say I can check take this transaction from
Yeah,
the payment
yeah. So
when I'm requesting for payment process batch I'm doing, right? Will I be
yeah,
able to pick
correct.
it up?
Yeah. So
There will
there
not be any
the
AP invoice, right?
so AP invoice will be generated, but the
Oh,
invoice type would be payment request. So I can
got it.
call this
Okay, okay.
payment request and make the payment.
Oh, got it, got it. So what will be for netting invoices, netting payment? There's something that gets changed, right? I forgot. Okay.
Uh, I mean, you're asking about the agreement?
No, after when we settle down all those matched
Oh,
invoices,
yeah.
uh, there'll be a status change, right? At the invoice level
The
for the
status will
payment, it
be
will be
changed to,
netting.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
I
this,
forgot that. Okay.
if I open this payment overview, so I'll see
Mm-hmm.
this payment method as netting, and
Okay.
here as well I'll see the status as this one, and the outstanding amount whatever we had, so that will be zero to the extent of the netting amount. So probably if I have more than this, So after knocking off this, so probably if I have outstanding still, I might have it, or else I'll see the status as cleared, and I will have the reference details of this particular netting batch, both the payables and the receivables.
Got it.
Maybe we can see that transaction
Ah,
as well. So we'll try
yeah,
to
yeah, sure.
create few receivables and payable transactions, and we'll run
Yeah,
one
yeah.
netting batches.
Mm. Yeah, we can go. I'm okay with this cash processing now. Yes,
Okay.
because this rest everything remains in R12, right? I don't want to waste your
Yeah,
time
yeah,
explaining each field. Yes.
yeah.
So this auto apply, right? Use auto apply. Do we need to have
Yeah.
any
This one, right?
you
Yeah, so this is basically if I want to apply this receipt with the invoice. So if I so so this is used in case of logbots processing. So now I have imported the receipts, but then if I want to apply this with invoice, so I can use these options. So that a system will first check for the transaction number. Okay, so the way that system will work is that so now the receipts are created in the system. Okay, so this receipt is created on the basis of customer details because bank is going to give us only the routing number and the bank account details of the customer. So now if this bank account is attached to this particular customer, so automatically the receipt is created. So this is first process. So now the receipt is created, but I also wanted to apply this transaction with receipt. Okay. So for this, if I give this matching prompt saying that matching transaction number or these options, so system is going to automatically apply this with the invoice. So now I can say the days to apply this because I want something and do it manual activity, and whatever it is there without applying. So so those options I can give it here. So if I say zero here, which means that this is on immediate basis, system is going to check the available invoices and system is going to apply. So this is again first in first out. So this is based on the rules that we write there. But in terms of matching the transaction, so these are the options that we can give.
so this will get default, right? But we still have a log
Yeah.
box set up and separately,
Yes. Still,
exclusively, right? Okay, yeah,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Separately, still we will have the logout setups as well.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. Okay, got it.
Yeah, because there we have option to give the threshold amount and all those things as
Mm.
well. So basis on that system will give us the recommendation as well. So that's that
Yeah,
option.
because the match receipt type also might differ from bank to bank, right?
Yeah, correct.
They will come, yeah, okay. So that's why
Yeah,
lock was put. Okay, got it.
yeah. Because here we will not have more information. Like if you see here, it's only the transaction number, but we
Mm.
cannot exactly specify whether the transaction. I might have a transaction created on 10th, and I might have transaction created on 15th. But system will not know whether the 10th transaction should be applied or 15th should be applied. So
Mm.
all these things will be given in the logouts processing setups.
Yeah, got it.
Okay.
Yeah, we can go.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so this is first setup and then the receivable activities. So this receivable activities, it is again same like
You close
EBS.
the
We,
screen? Okay.
uh, I mean, the screen is visible.
No. For me, it is still the system option is only I could see.
Okay, I'm not sure if my network is weak because
Yeah, I could see now the create receivable activity.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So this is basically similar to what we have it in EBS. So first thing is
Mhm.
the selecting the business unit, and then the receivable activity type. If I want to probably have this as miscellaneous cash, or if I want to have this as adjustments. So all these options are similar to what we have it there in the
So
EBS.
it doesn't
Okay.
have any set here. I'll have to define it for each business unit. This
Yeah.
particular thing. Oh, it
Yeah.
doesn't go with
Set.
the reference, a common reference set. No.
Yeah. Set option is not
Oh.
given here. So
Oh. Okay.
So in this case, it would be by business unit only. So the set
Mm.
options are given for the transaction type, system options, and all those things. But here it is by business unit basically.
Oh. Do you know any specific reason why when they can actually give for transaction type and all receivable, the receipt method, all that it is at the reference set level, right?
Yeah, correct. So
Okay.
I
Is
mean,
there
even
anything this particular setup they are not able to combine with that? I mean, is there any system logic to it, or we don't know?
I mean even I'm not sure because this could
Mhm.
have been given because
Yeah, we
by
can handle it, right? Because it's an
yeah,
independent, just like your reset
yeah, correct.
application exception rule or something like that.
Yeah, just like the pay, I mean the transaction type or the payment terms. So
Mm,
here also they have given, but they did not give
okay.
somehow.
Okay, got it. No, it's okay, no problem. Yeah.
Yeah, but the other options are similar, like the
Mm,
attaching the GL account and then marking the
mm,
activity type. So by business unit, we can create it.
okay.
Okay. And so this is again similar to EBS. So if we want to set up the approvals, so probably we can use this option. So we can give the username and then the transaction type, whether this is for the refund or this is for the write off or this is for the adjustment. So this we can do it, and by currency we can give the approval by amount we can give. So user will be able to see this approval request in the dashboard, so which they can review and approve. It's the same option, so just like the
Mm.
EBS, so that we have here as well.
Yeah, reset approvals, right?
Yeah, correct. Okay.
So, is there
So
anything that to get the user to get this, it will be it is done at the business unit level, or any it is at
no,
the
this is
if
not at the business unit level. So this is basically at the transaction type level. So if it is
oh,
refund, this user
so
will
across
have
business unit, this user, depending upon his access to that business unit, he will be
correct.
able to go up. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
correct.
what I suddenly I got confused. Then how are we going to control this? Okay, got it.
Yeah. So next is the auto accounting rules. Okay. So before
Mm.
that, probably I'll take this one, the transaction type.
Okay, transaction types comes under customer billing.
Yeah, correct. Customer billing.
Oh, okay.
So we have three things here. So one is receivables, that is system options, and customer billing
Mm.
is nothing but the invoice processing configurations, and customer
Mm.
payments the revenue part is nothing but the receipts basically.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. So this transaction type again handled at the reference data set. So
Mm.
first thing, and others, if you look at it, it is almost similar to the EBS.
What is this generate bill?
So generate bill is
Yeah.
nothing but to print this invoice, whether I want to print it or not. So if I say print it, so
Oh,
I
printing
can
inward.
use the,
Oh,
yeah, so I can use that option.
they can very well give us print, right? Why are they giving up?
Yeah. So
Okay, transaction, open transaction,
uh,
signature, user type. What is the usage category?
usage category.
Just below create sign.
Yeah. So usage category is just an additional option. I don't
What is
think.
there in LOV?
Yeah, it's only exclude from the prediction. Uh, I mean,
I couldn't see.
I
If
think,
you could read through what is there in the user category, that would be good.
yeah, I'm not sure if this is DFF because I don't have this
Oh, okay,
option
got it.
in my tester production. So
Okay,
probably
got it.
they might
That's a
have
DFF
treated this
then.
as,
Okay.
yeah,
How about this level of control of
because,
transaction completion?
yeah, so level
Just
of
below payment.
control
Uh,
of transaction completion is I can set it as what do you call the all transaction, or if I want to restrict with negative amount, so that I can enable it here.
means
So how
didn't
do I
get it.
want to complete it? So this is to complete the transaction.
Uh,
So whether it is the line starts with negative won't not be allowed. So that I can restrict it here because here I have given this as a positive sign, but then
mm,
I don't want to use this negative line at the transaction level. So probably I can say level of control of transaction completion, which means that system is not going to allow us to complete the transaction. So that's this one. So if I
so
say
at the
all,
line
which
level,
means,
I cannot enter negative sign, not only at the header
yeah,
level.
yeah, correct.
Oh, okay.
So if I say all, it's both actually.
Mm, okay. Yes.
Yeah,
Then the next all is accounts only. If you scroll it down,
yeah,
unearned, unbilled,
yeah,
resident revenue, tax, flight, ledger. Okay.
yeah. So these are the common reference accounts
Mm-hmm.
that we have.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm. So
Yeah.
this
So
comes under common set.
yeah, correct. Common set.
Common set is seeded one, right?
Yeah. See that.
I
Correct.
still, Arun, what is the difference between common set and reference set? I
So I
often get
mean
confused with that.
reference. Yeah, so this reference data set is nothing but option to restrict certain data. Okay, so here it could be the common or enterprise or specific to the business unit. So now common meaning it's the global option that we are referring to. So if I have three business unit, if I have attached this common set to all three, so which means that I'll be able to see or create transaction across these three business units. But if I give specific to the business unit, I'll be able to create only to the specific business unit. So that's the difference between common and specific to the business unit. But reference data set is nothing but the option to control the data and the setups. So it could be the
So
common or
under
it could be
reference,
the yeah,
okay. So under reference data, under reference set, it can be a common or a specific unit.
yeah, correct.
Oh, so that this is a type. So reference is the what I can use reuse it at multiple business multiple my org
Yeah,
structure level.
yeah,
So that what are the type of reference set is common, and then business unit, specific business
Yeah,
unit level. That's how I have to think about it,
yeah,
right? Okay. Okay, got it, got it, got it. Because most of the time I get confused with this until I work
yeah.
on.
So, I mean, others are almost similar. So, one thing is
Mm.
that here we don't have option of deposit or the advance amount if I want to get it. So, in EBS,
Mm-hmm.
we will have the option of creating deposit, but here I'll
Mm.
not have option of deposit. I'll just try to create.
There used to be a transaction type called deposit, right?
Yeah, correct.
So
So
here they
here
don't
we'll
have.
not have it. Yeah, we don't have that in Fusion because Fusion gives only the invoice, debit memo, credit memo, chargeback. So these are the options Fusion gives. But if
Oh,
at all I wanted to create deposits, then I'll have to create that as an receipt. So they have taken this option out.
what we need to do for that?
Receipt. So we will
Receipt
create
only. Oh,
directly as
deposit. Oh, okay.
yeah, directly we'll create that as receipt. So we'll not be able to use this option.
Mhm. Okay. Got it.
I think we also had some other option in EBS. So deposit and along with that we have other one also. So that is also
Guarantee.
not there, but yeah, correct, guarantee. So guarantee also we don't have it here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. But because guarantee is
Okay.
just an agreement only, right? It will not
Yeah,
have any
correct,
accounting implication. Yeah, okay.
correct, correct, correct.
Only deposit will have an accounting implication. Okay, fine.
Yeah, correct. Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
So then the transaction sources. So transaction sources meaning if I'm getting it from probably let's say uh, order management, or probably if I want to have this as an custom one so that I can use it. So if it is order management, it is distributed order orchestration. So this is the one that will import from the order management. So
So
similarly, the
is it
intercompany.
not controlled at the any data set, right? Any data access set, this particular transaction source? If it is defined
Uh,
globally, anyone who have the access should
yeah,
be able to see all data.
yeah, correct. So this is again at the reference data set level.
Oh, transaction source is also reference data set level.
Yeah, yeah, correct.
Oh, okay, got it. I couldn't see anything over there when you opened the transaction source.
Uh, I opened this one, DOO. So can you see this
Oh,
screen?
oh, okay. Now I could see. Okay, got it. So
Yeah.
name active
So
from date
basically,
this
both the
was
transaction type and transaction sources are handled with reference data set.
okay. So numbering is also the transaction.
Yeah. So
What
these
is
are
a
the
credit transaction source? Under
so
standard
credit
transaction
transaction.
type. Uh,
Yeah, so credit transaction source is nothing but the refunds that we are getting from order management. So what is the transaction source? Because again for this, so I'll have this transaction source. Under this, I'll have the transaction type. So that system automatically understands and import that credit memo automatically.
oh, from order management.
Yeah, from order management. If at all
Okay,
they place this returns, so it will
okay,
take it.
okay.
Okay. Handling for credits when we want to refund
Receipt
or we
handling for
wanted to.
credit.
So
Uh,
these are the standard ones, something like an EVs. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And then the auto invoice options. So invalid lines whether you want. So again, these are basically from EBS. So as it is,
Um,
whatever we take, so we have it here
what?
as well.
Okay, there's something
So
called create clearing. What is that?
create.
Just
So
below the
create
grouping rule.
clearing. Yeah.
Mm.
So create clearing is basically if I have the difference in my receivables and revenue. So what system will do is that system will automatically create this auto invoice clearing account and it will park the difference amount there in the clearing account. So this is basically common in the other system options, meaning that if I'm importing the transaction from external application, so that will apply. But in terms of order management, I don't see this option as a valid one. But this screen is used as a common platform to create whether it is the transaction source or the order management. So we have this option, but this is mostly used if I'm importing it from the external sources because there I might have the receivable amount as 10,000 but the revenue amount as 8,000 aggregating four lines. So in that case, the fifth line would be the auto invoice clearing account, which is the difference between the receivables and revenue. That is 2,000.
So from where it will pick up auto invoice clearing account from SLA?
No, this is basically from the transaction type. So
That's the
there we
type.
are giving
Okay, okay,
the
okay,
transaction
okay.
type. We are giving this auto invoice clearing account. So from there it will pick.
Okay.
So probably if we have not given there, so then it will go under warning or exception. So we'll have to look at it and then we'll have to import it again.
Okay. Rest all is the same thing, right? For us, we used
Yeah,
to have it.
yeah.
How
Rest
we
all it
mix and match.
is.
What is there in the scroll down? If you scroll down, there's sales, credit,
Yeah,
customer, accounting, and
yeah.
I think there is a lag when you scroll it down. I'm still not able. Okay. Oracle CPU cloud integration. What is that?
Yeah, CPQ is basically the quotation because so this is again the part of sales or the CRM module. So wherein they will create the opportunities and based on the opportunity they will create the quote or the quotation. So that is
Mm-hmm.
used here and this quotation will be converted into the sales or the actual transactions in the receivable module. So
Okay.
probably if we have
The
enabled
the
this.
quotation will not be converted as order as an order and then come to receivable. No.
No, usually the flow is that first this will be
Oh.
created as an opportunity, then the lead conversion. So after lead, we will get the we'll send the quotation. So once the quotation is done, so then it will integrate with order management and created this as an sales order, and the sales order will be converted. I mean, shipping and all those things will be done, and then the invoice is created, and then the receipt application. So this will be the flow. So if we have subscribed, so probably we'll have this option, but I don't think
Oh.
this instance
Got it.
has that. So it's able
Okay.
to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. And next is again there is something called revenue management
Yeah,
cloud
it's the same
integration.
one that we saw there
Uh-huh.
in this channel revenue management section.
Okay.
So for the channel revenue management, so we had something right, the integration. So it's the same option, the revenue management cloud service
Okay. Okay.
RNCS.
Got it. Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
probably that if we want to map it here by transaction source, so that we can attach it here, so that the transaction created there that we can import it here using this debit process and those things.
Okay.
Okay, so this is fine. Transaction source. Okay, so So the next one is auto accounting. So again, auto accounting, I don't see much improvements. It is similar to the
So you open the
EBS.
page, I'm still able to see
Yeah.
only manage transaction source.
Oh, okay.
I'm not able to see the auto accounting page.
Maybe okay.
Now I
Can you
could
see
see you are
now?
saying you are testing the create accounting auto accounting rule. Okay.
Yeah, correct. So this is again same or similar like EBS, so wherein we have different accounts. So I will have to give these for all the accounts because unless I give for all the accounts, the system will not allow me to import the invoice from auto management or the external application. Okay.
What are the
So
account type it has? It's the same account type.
yeah, yeah, same account type. So one is auto invoice clearing and then the bills receivable, deferred tax,
Revenue,
then tax,
receivable, revenue,
yeah,
tax, uh,
tax, unbilled
auto
receivables,
accounting,
unearned revenue.
clearing, mm, receivable. Okay, for all six. Okay.
So, so it's the same thing. So, okay, it's already
So do
started.
we still need to create this, Arun, because it will be taken care at the SLA level, right? But still I need to come define it. So this is also defined at the common set level.
Yeah. So this no, this is not at the set level. This is at the business unit level. So again, here Oracle has
Yeah,
not
yeah. I mean,
given the
reference. It is a reference set level. I should say that it is a reference
yeah,
set. Okay, it is tagged to
yeah.
reference set. Okay.
So maybe I'll just try to open the existing one. Mhm. Just give me a minute.
Oh, fright is one I missed. Okay.